Hello friends, in this video I will be talking about hepatocellular carcinoma. I will be defining hepatocellular carcinoma, telling about the etiology and risk factors, pathogenesis and pathological features, the clinical presentation, discuss diagnostic approach, staging and treatment, and explore preventive strategies. Hepatocellular carcinoma is the most common primary malignancy of liver. It arises from the hepatocytes. It often occurs in the setting of chronic liver disease, particularly cirrhosis. It is the fifth most common cancer in men and seventh in women globally. It is the third leading cause of cancer deaths worldwide. High prevalence is seen in East Asia and Sub-Saharan Africa due to prevalence of hepatitis B virus. Now, what are the risk factors? The risk factors include hepatitis B virus or hepatitis C virus infection, chronic liver disease leading to cirrhosis, aflatoxin B1 exposure, alcohol abuse, non alcoholic fatty liver disease, genetic or metabolic disorders like hemochromatosis, Wilson's disease, and alpha 1 antitrypsin deficiency. Talking about the pathogenesis, due to risk factor exposures, there is chronic inflammation and liver cell injury. Then there is regenerative hyperplasia. Then there is genetic mutations, which causes dysplasia and malignant transformation. Here in this flowchart, I have explained the pathogenesis of hepatocellular carcinoma. Talking about the pathology of hepatocellular carcinoma, well, grossly solitary or multifocal nodules with necrosis or hemorrhage is seen, and macroscopically, most common patterns are trabecular, pseudocyanar, or solid growth patterns. There is loss of reticulin framework on special staining. As you can see here in this image, I have shown the gross images of liver with hepatocellular carcinoma. In the upper image you can see multifocal hepatocellular carcinoma, and in the lower image you can encounter a solitary nodule of hepatocellular carcinoma. Here in this macrograph I have shown histological grading of hepatocellular carcinoma according to WHO. Well differentiated hepatocellular carcinoma, which is shown in A macrograph, shows thin trabecular structures and minimal ATP of tumor cells resembling mature hepatocytes. In B micrograph, there is moderately differentiated hepatocellular carcinoma where the trabecular pattern with at least 3 cells in thickness and moderate nuclear atypia with increased nucleocytoplasmic ratio. In C micrograph, poorly differentiated hepatocellular carcinoma is noted with marked nuclear pleomorphism and giant cells. Usually, the patients of hepatocellular carcinoma are often asymptomatic in early stages, and in later stages, they can present with right upper quadrant pain, weight loss, anorexia, fatigue, jaundice, and ascites. Diagnostic workup shows alpha fetoprotein more than 400 nanogram per milliliter, deranged liver function test on imaging, ultrasound, CT, or MRI is useful for the diagnosis. Biopsy is done if imaging is inconclusive. Staging of hepatocellular carcinoma is done according to the BCLC system based on tumor size, number, liver function, and performance status. Treatment is done dependent on staging, and the treatment options include resection, liver transplantation, radiofrequency ablation, or immunotherapy, and in end stage, only palliative care can be helpful. For prevention, HB vaccination is must. Antiviral therapy for HBV or HCV infection should be given. If the patient is suffering from HBV HCV infection, regular surveillance via ultrasound or alpha fetoprotein every 6 months can be done. Lifestyle modification like alcohol abstinence and control of obesity and diabetes is required. Now let's discuss a case here. A 52-year-old male with chronic HPV right upper quadrant discomfort comes to the OPD department. He is suggested to do ultrasound which shows 3 centimeter lesion. Alpha fetoprotein level is 670 nanogram per milliliter and CT shows arterial enhancement with washout. So, what is the diagnosis? As I have told you that HBV is a risk factor. Clinical features is right upper quadrant discomfort is one of the clinical features which the patient will present in cases of hepatocellular carcinoma. Ultrasound is a diagnostic modality. Alpha fetoprotein levels are more than 400 nanogram milliliter, which is suggestive of hepatocellular carcinoma. And CT shows characteristic of hepatocellular carcinoma, arterial enhancement with washout. So the diagnosis is hepatocellular carcinoma. The staging is by a VCLC stages, and the treatment option is resection or radiofrequency ablation. Now here I will discuss few MCQs for review. First, marker for HCC. A. CA19-9, B. Alpha fetoprotein, C. PSA, or D. CEA. As I have told you in my lecture, the marker for HCC is alpha fetoprotein. The levels more than 400 nanogram per ml is suggestive of hepatocellular carcinoma. Next question. What is the key risk factor? A. Chronic pancreatitis. B. HBV infection. C. Gallstones. D. H. pylori. Here also, I have in my lecture told you that HPV infection is a key risk factor. So the answer here is B. Common histology. Common histology options are A. Glandular, B. Trabecular, C. Mucinous, D. Papillary. As I have told you, it's B. Trabecular. Fibrolamellar carcinoma. Well, it's a rare and distinct variant of hepatocellular carcinoma and is typically seen in young individuals without any underlying liver disease or cirrhosis. It is characterized by fibrous stroma and polygonal tumor cells. It occurs in young adults, no association with HBV, HCV, or cirrhosis, and it affects both the sexes equally or with slight female predominance. The etiology is unknown, and I will again emphasize there is no association with viral hepatitis, alcohol, or metabolic liver disease. The patients of fibrolamellar carcinoma also presents with abdominal mass or pain, weight loss, nausea, early satiety, no underlying liver dysfunction, often these are diagnosed at an advanced stage due to lack of symptoms. Grossly, these tumors are well circumscribed, large mass with central scar, and macroscopically large polygonal cells with abundant eosinophilic cytoplasm is seen. Lamellar fibrosis, that is, bands of fibrous tissue separating tumor cells, are noted. Diagnosis is done by CT MRI. Biopsy is required for confirmation. Alpha fetoprotein in this is usually normal or mildly elevated, and treatment is surgical resection. Limited role of chemotherapy and radiotherapy, and liver transplantation is done in selected cases. The prognosis is better than conventional hepatocellular carcinoma, and recurrence is common. 5 year survival is 50 to 60% with complete resection.